Hello to you all. This is Sandy Wilhelmina, and I have not been around for a while, and I apologize for neglecting you all. If you've always been here, thank you for coming back, and for anyone new, join the club. So I hear the sheep are having a great day. It's only 60 out. It's sunny, just a little breeze, and it's a great day to be a sheep. So I'm being very unfancy here today, and I've got some things I want to show you, and then I thought we could go through my great aunt and uncle's file box because I haven't been in it in a while and I need to have a look. So first I want to show you these. They're kind of in the works, not done, but I've been into some tiny books since I did the great big one. Ooh. So I've got some just nothing major. Old music page. I think that's a Patty print. There's a cute little girl in her plaid outfit. It says her name is Fanny. I just think she's pretty. And this is from 1866. This is Arabic, I believe, or what? I think it's Arabic. Just stuff. This is a silly little whoop, just a mini thing, and then it has a very mini passport. I printed it out too small, so just a bigger one. This is from an 1864 Arthurs, who basically, well, I don't know. It's not the same thing, but it's one of the really, really old fashion magazines. And I thought, pony, dog, and a pretty lady. You can't really ask for better than that, right? I just thought this was fun. It's from Vanity Fair. I need to put something in here. Like I said, these are not finished. This is one of my latest fun things to do is to sew on old envelopes. And I've been having fun with that. And that's a pocket. Other side of the Patty print. And then I believe, nope, I did not sew anything on that one. So that's as far as I am on this one. I'm not sure if I'll put something over the happy birthday though. I kind of look like it, and it's hard for me sometimes to figure out what words. This is another tiny, kind of a linen-y cover. I'm not sure if these are some I got from Art House Whimsy printables. I'm pretty sure that's where these came from. And she's a feather lady. Dancing or something. This is from that's 1819 Almanac page. This is a receipt for lumber. I do not know. I set this aside. It came in a box like a lot. It was like way down in the corner somewhere. And it's metal. And it's kind of, I don't know if that's enameled, but it's really pretty. So I just popped it on that page. Found it again and said I better use it. This paper is from I want to say 1900-ish. 1890 and 1800 paper company. And this was part of all the samples of the paper you could buy from them. There is an upside down page, and I did not take it out. This is Tracy's hand-dyed paper. Oh, I think that is glued together. And this is a pretty girl. I just loved the colors, and it kind of fit in here. And it's the same printables as this one. I thought she was pretty. This is from an 1890s book. This was in the front of a book, so I just popped it out and put it on a piece of cardstock. I'm playing with tape, making my own washi tape, kind of, sort of. It is what it is. And here's the other side of that paper. And I love horses, and I love how they always drew horses. And then that receipt, that's from 1866, I believe. Jeannie, that's a patty print. So that I'm working on. And this one, it's kind of almost done. It's a monster. I have to work on being able to keep that wood piece on the front. Having a little bit of a glue failure. But this is just a magazine page. This is a piece of a book binding. This is from an old drawer or some other thing. This one I'm pretty close to done. This picture is not one of my favorites in the front, but look at the back. And it says Mom and Dad in Paris, 1900. So I think that one deserves to not be covered up. There's your sheep, more sheep. That is also a digital. I really need to be better about putting. Anyway, you all know that. 1755 ledger. I've been on a kick doing all of my oldest paper. This is 17 something. And I try to put in the dates on them, but 1891. This is 1819. French, Arabic, the piece of film, German, I believe. I think. Just some really old paper. This is from watch, like not a Rolodex, but a file box. They would have kept watch crystals and faces in. They each had a number, and then here's kind of like a Rolodex only in a box. This is from a book of gardening from 1877. This is out of a gal's college book, scrapbook. This is not a real picture, but I liked it anyway. Kind of looks like one. Peterson's magazine. That's the thing I was trying to find before 1869. Peterson's, not Arthur's. This is from the Penny magazine, and I think that one's 1844, 1834. And there's a castle in France. 1834. And papers. This is just a postcard I liked from overseas somewhere. French. It's the other side of the gardening. This is something I made. It's not a real postcard, but it kind of looks like one. I'm not taking it out because I'll tear that page right on camera and I'll be really mad. So let's see here. And there's another sheep. This little journal's got a lot of sheep in it. And this is the shepherd's dog. A gentleman sold a large flock of sheep to a dealer, which the latter was not able to drive home alone. The seller, however, told him that he had a very intelligent dog, which he would send to assist him, and that when he reached the end of his journey, about 30 miles off, he had only to feed the dog and tell him to go home. The dog received his orders and set off with the flock and the drover, but he was absent so many days that when one morning, to his great surprise, he found his dog returned with a very large flock of sheep, including the whole lot that he had sold. The fact turned out to be that the drover was so pleased with the dog that he resolved to steal him and locked him up till the time when he was to leave the country. The dog made various attempts to escape, and one evening he succeeded. Whether the dog had guessed the drover's intention and supposed that the sheep were also stolen, it is difficult to say, but by his conduct it looked so, for he went to the field, collected the sheep, and drove them all back to his own master. I thought that was kind of fun. Must be a border collie, right? This is a pocket with some film in there. And I think that story is out of one of the newspapers from the late 1800s. They always crack me up. They're so fun to read. This has got to be rag paper. Patty, I hope I'm right. And this was a postcard. This is one of Patty's prints. And just some extra money, extra pages. And then this receipt from 1860. It's a long one. So there's that. So that's tucked in the pocket. And check this out. I decided that I've had all this corset trim or snaps and hooks around here for so long, and I haven't figured out a way to use them. Well, here's an idea that I decided was fun. A little secret letter. Oh, I think this is a watch key. I think watch parts, a little file things, some price tags, just fun stuff. And then, of course, this is a binding from a book, The Library of Universal History. And there's the back again. So like I said, not quite done with these, but I like looking at them anyway. I kind of set them off to the side because I don't know, I'm gonna binge making covers. You can really put those in a safe place. Whoa, hello. We're all awake now. And I'm going to get my aunt's box here. Oh boy. I could have done this before I logged on, right? But I didn't, so be it. Okay. I'm not going to show you the box. It's just a regular file box. Metal, heavy, big. And there's lots of fun stuff in it. We haven't looked at it in a while. I think this is a photo album. It's my great aunt Eva and Uncle Ed. There she is. Some of my favorite people. I loved her. She was my grandma's sister. I'm having technical problems here. That was their dog Boots. And they lived in Dundee, Illinois, and this was the farmhouse that Uncle Ed's family built on the river. And, by the time we knew them, there were houses everywhere. I loved this house. I almost bought it. But had I bought it, I wouldn't have met Jim. So there's that. This is Uncle Ed, and Boots, and their other dog. And this is what it used to look like by the river there. Now there's a great big bridge right near them. And I don't know who all of these people are. That's Uncle Ed. He's all duded up. They're having a little snack on the porch there. This is Uncle Ed in 1901 when he was 16 years old. He was a dapper guy. And this is, I'm pretty sure, would have been his first communion. And this is Ed's buddy. That it doesn't have a name on the back, it's just Ed's buddy. And then this one, see if I recognize anyone. Not really. I don't know, but they're fixing a car somewhere. But his overalls. That's cute. Oh God, look at this. I have to scan some of these in. My mom kept such wonderful records and stuff for us of all of our favorite people. Look at that one. That is so silly. And here he is. It's either him or his buddy that worked at the gas station. I want to say this is my grandma's house. They were all sitting out having a spot of lemonade or something. That's my aunt too. This is what they looked like when we knew them. And that is my mom and her brother. I have the angel from this fountain in my office because when the new people came, they took those fountains out, so we kept the angels, or we kept one of them, and they did work when mom and my uncle were little. They would go over there and sit in the water because it was a fun place to be. And let's see, I love that picture. Here she is. It says 1938, but I'm not sure about that. I think it was sooner. They had a lot of different dogs. And he's raking leaves. This is how I remember them. And that is a dress probably made by my great grandma, who would have been her mom. She did a lot of sewing. Oh, and this is in a little frame. Maybe this was my Auntie's favorite. That's her. I love that house. Yes, it's a little cute picture. How sweet. Yeah, I haven't been into this for a while. I've been trying to straighten out my office, and I saw this sitting, and I was like, well, I have to show this to people. This was her kitchen, and look at crazy quilt table spreads, no less. My grandma would have made. It's my uncle. I don't know who they are. I loved her kitchen. That house was so cool. My mom is an excellent one to keep things in order for us all. I have a lot of our family history here. I don't know what's in these, so hopefully I'm not going to pull out anything that's sad or scary. But I'm pulling stuff out. What's that at the bottom? International Association of Machinists Specialists. That's my Uncle Ed. Sheet metal worker, 1955, 1954. Huh, and he paid his dues. Monthly dues. That's cute. Now my creator brain is going a little bit nuts, like, ooh. There's another one. Union. Here's this card. He was 6 foot tall, a little bit more. That's very fancy. Washington, D.C. $2 monthly dues. 1951. Strike stamp. Must have been a hard month that month. Very neat and nifty. That's a little. I'm going to put this in here. And this says the Vader Adamson and Company. Garnet, emery, and sandpaper. New York, Boston, Chicago, and Philadelphia, founded 1828. If you should find this little book, kindly return it to Edward Roll. So here's what they did. For goodness sake. 1913. Copyright 1908. Money order rates. And I don't think he ever wrote in it, but What a cute little book. See, I forget what I have. 1914 calendar. That's not helping things here. All right. That was in here. I am off my game like you guys. It's been a time here. Oh, cemetery deed from Frank, who was Uncle Ed's dad. Let's see. Ooh, fancy. Look at that. Dundee Cemetery, Frederick Roll deed. $5. Gosh, this is in really good shape. The paper just feels yummy. Let's see. Even has a seal on there. I don't know if I could see that or not. 1863, he bought that lot. Rules and regs. And here is for, I think that was, okay, Frederick and Frank were brothers. Yes, 1907. I hope you aren't creeped out. I love all these documents, have so much history, and even the cemetery ones are. Oh, I forgot about all this. It's an empty envelope in there. Okay, let's do this. These were saved by my aunt and uncle for all-day rally in our school. Oh, the Baptist Church, 1910. Set these over this way. Do that. Oh, I owe GMH. I owe you those low place card holders. I've got them right in front of my face, but I keep forgetting to send them. I think this needs to be yours. I don't know if I showed them to you already. Maybe I already did. Here's her plants. A little bay window in the living room. They traveled a lot, especially through the Badlands. That was their route. It's Wyoming, where the West still lives. A Hunger Bear. Yellowstone. A little chippy. The Rockies. And then look at this. I totally forgot about these. That's why it's a good idea to get stuff out and have a look through. I'm not gonna pick them up very far, you guys. You should be able to see them okay. In memory. May true friends be around you. Token of affection. These I'm keeping out. Forget me not. These shouldn't be sitting in an envelope, right? That's how I feel anyway. They'll be in journals. Forgotten you will never be. Mary A. Went. It's another forgotten will never be. You know, she may have kept these all from. He always gave her such beautiful Valentines and things. One of them even has, I have it in a frame, and it had a tiny little picture of Uncle Ed popped into it. I just love it. It's so sweet. So he could have given her a lot of these cards. Think of me when far away. I think he sent her these. Maybe when he was away at war. Be my guide. There's another true love. He loved her. That's pretty. affectionate greeting. Louise Roll would have been his sister. It's adorable. It's a postcard from, looks like 1903? No, wait, 1911. And look at her. Racial food. Choicest and purest nature and human skill combined can produce. Ask your grocer. Those are going to stay out with me, I think. I'll have to find a little box to send them in. So I remember to use them because she would want us to use them. They're very artistic families. I know there's going to be one sad box in here, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. Cute box. This is jewelry from Eva and Ed, VFW pins, etc. from Grandma and Grandpa Lamb. So it would have been her mom. My Grandma Emma, she was my favorite. That's a pretty watch. Is it an Elgin? Oh, it's a Hamilton. My grandpa worked and designed watches for Elgin for years. Bulova. I don't know what's under here. Oh, hang on. We know how to have fun, don't we, everyone? Okay, this is a tie tack. It does not say. I think it just must have been one he liked. Oh, look at a little key. How come I haven't been in here? What are the initials on this one? B and N. A little sweater clip. Some buttons. I can't remember how you say the buttons it is. There's a watch fob. Another watch fob. And this little tiny ring. It says sterling. And look at my big farmer hands. Will not even fit. And then what is this? It looks like King Edward. 1909, 1 cent from Canada. How fun is that? I'm gonna leave this open. And we have one more box, right? Okay. There's the VFW things. And his ring. Tie clip. And a little tiny rose. I don't know if it came off of here. I don't think so. I'll pop this over here. Love these little boxes. Okay, Kleenex. This ring. Now his ring would fit me. What does it say? I can't see a dang thing. 12 karat. I should probably have these in a safe place. This too. He used that a lot. Look how worn it is. I bet that was his dad's first before it was Uncle Ed's. Oh, yeah. Another box. This one. Oh, stamps, should she say it? No, this one has a sad story. I love this box. Start there. It's got a little ribbon. My aunt and uncle never had children. They had one child, and Carol Ann died when she was born. The umbilical cord was wrapped around her neck. This is the funeral services for her. And we were always so sad as kids that they never got to have children because I don't know the whole story, the backstory. I don't know if she couldn't have them after that or if it was just so traumatic she wouldn't. But I'm guessing this was from the wreath on her at the funeral. Sorry if this bums and creeps anyone out, but Carol Ann was a little soul that we didn't get to know. And this stuff was important to my aunt to keep that box. Then I have all kinds of stuff here. And these are the 2 funeral books. And I think we can not have to go through those. I'm not that. So these things are mostly from Aunt Eva and Uncle Ed, birth and death certificates, and their wills. So there are some things that Mom wants to make sure get to the Historical Society. Social Security, confirmation. Aunt Eva. Eva Ahrens. Oh. That's a clue I've never been able to chase down. I know she had another husband, possibly 2 before Uncle Ed. And it was not a good thing that happened to her. And there's the last name I'm watching for. Will. The will. And here's their house. The Historical Society calls it the Frederick Roll House in East Dundee. This was the coolest little house. Had this breezeway here, and you could sit out there. It's like almost a 4-season room. And this is the original part of the house. And this porch came later. He owned and operated a butcher shop in Dundee. Born in 1832. Yeah, it used to have a windmill and everything. I mean, it was a working farm. And I remember vividly them telling me how they just threw the family spinning wheel down the mill. Whoops. So this was an artist rendition of it that they had for fundraising for the Historical Society. And I don't know. The other things down here are not. Let's see what's in here. Okay, now here is an example of my uncle and how much he loved her. Look at that. That is freaking fancy, don't you think? Happy Mother's Day. Oh my gosh, this will make me cry. He was so shy and quiet. Oh my goodness. That's going to make me cry. I'm not going to read it. Another one on Mother's Day. Mailing instructions. Your love has been the key that's made our home a happy one. Oh my God, I don't even think I've seen this before. I must not have looked down at the bottom. Can you see that? Opens up into this little house. And it even has a koi pond in the back. Oh my goodness. I have not ever seen that. I need to look harder into the boxes, right? What adventure we go on, guys. And we'll keep those in there. I'm hoping one of my nieces and nephews decides that they need to have these things. Mom did a wonderful job with all of this. Yeah, these are just the books from the various funerals. I don't want to go through that right now. Okay, well, that's the fun today. Thank you for going through these with me. I didn't even cry this time. Go me, right? This will mostly probably get donated to the Historical Society in town. They're very active and uh, they're very serious about this, and they have been for years. So most likely, some of this will go to them. Documents, maybe. I'll have to, I'll have to take pictures of some of this stuff and scan it. So that is that, everybody. Tell me in the comments what the heck you've been up to. I'm hoping to be more consistent with my videos. I have a lot going on, as usual. I'm getting all ready for the mill. For Pete's sake, sorry, Penny. See, huh? Oh, see. Oh, there we go. Good girl. Scared Penny. You never know what's going to fall off the shelf in this house. So, there we are. I hope y'all have a really good week. This is Tuesday. I'm going to say the 23rd. And I'm probably going to do a couple more videos. We'll see how my day works out. Got some fun books here we could look at. And I hope you'll come back. So have a great day. Thanks a lot for popping in. And smooches from the sheep and everybody here. Talk to you soon.